Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Infinity here. So, this morning at around 7:30 a.m., I did record a video for you guys and was going to come home and edit it afterwards because I figured, hey, I'm going to be outside in the heat for an hour and a half and I'm going to be too tired to actually make a new video for you guys, so I'm just going to do it in the morning. But outside was pretty cool and there was a bit of a breeze, so that definitely helped me when I was trying to get home. So what ended up happening was I thought about the video a lot over the day, and I was like, well, the video is kind of shitty, and I don't want to give you guys just a random shitty video. But there's just so many things that I could talk about right now that it's just like, I don't even know. But yeah, since I was actually able to get home without getting really freaking hot or something like that, I just decided, you know what, screw the crappy video, I want to make a new one. So, what video was I going to make? So, this was probably my sophomore year. There was this girl that I talked to a lot. Oh god, what can I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm brain farting so bad right now. I'm going to go with Ariel. Yes, Ariel. Let's say her name was Ariel. Okay, so there was this girl named Ariel who I talked to a lot. She's very artistic, so like I'm just, for some reason I'm attracted to artistic girls. And we often talked about art and stuff that we did involving art. And so one day, I don't remember if it was me who asked her or her who asked me, but one day it was just like, hey, we should go to the Galleria and go and ice skate. And I'm like, you know what, we should. And also, this is the ticket, just in case if you guys want proof. I'll even zoom in on it, like right there. Like, yeah, let me do some of this. Let me do some of this. Some of this. Yeah. So, and we went there, and I hadn't ice skated in years at that point. Like, last time I ice skated was probably in 6th grade on a band trip to the Galleria. So 6th grade, 7th, 8th, 9th, it's like 3 or 4 years since I had last ice skated. And it took me a while to get back into the hang of it, but when I got into the hang of it, I was doing pretty decently with moving and getting around. But she knew how to ice skate, so she was pretty much zooming around the entire area multiple times, and I was just like, well, this isn't very fun if I get to just hang around here by myself. And she's like, well, okay, like, I'll try and be next to you throughout this time. And then we started just going by together, and at some point my legs started really hurting, so I took this break, and I ended up sitting up at the sideline as she did her quick laps around, and I was just like, god dang, she is so fast. And then as she started going for the next round, I was like, okay, break's over, time to get back to skating. I get back up, grab onto the railing, and I'm start like crawling myself over, like trying to get myself my momentum started so that I know how to get myself back into motion. All of a sudden, I see one of my friends from school, and she's like, oh, hey, Donovan, and I'm like, what the are you doing here? And she was there, hanging out with her friends, and I'm like, why are you here? I don't know why you're here. Like, it was really baffling to me, because at that point, I didn't know if I was on a date, and if I wasn't on the date, I wouldn't want my friends showing up to said date. And it was the most weirdest thing ever in my life. Like, I was like, how are you here? Why are you here? I don't understand. Please go. But I'm like, please go somewhere else. She's like, oh, why? You on a date right now? And I'm like, yeah, I am her. And she looks up and she's like, oh, Ariel. Yeah, I know her. Well, I'll let you get back to what you're doing, lover boy. And so she left with her friends, and I was like, oh dear God, my face is probably so red right now from how embarrassed I am. And continued skating. And then I got I don't know what happened. I think I got a bit out of control and I lost track of what I was doing. Like, there were kids all around me because they were all like being the slowest things possible. So it was like in front of me just this massive line of kids circling around, and behind me this other massive line of kids, and I'm like, I can't get around this. And so Ariel came up to me, she's like, oh hey, you seem to be stuck. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I don't like being far away from the rail, so I couldn't just go around it. Even if I could go around, like, the line extended way too far out. It was insane, trust me. And so she's like, how's your balance going? I'm like, well, my legs are hurting a little bit, but I lose balance sometimes, but I'm doing pretty okay. And she's like, okay, well, here, let me hold your hand so that you can keep balance. And I'm like, throughout that entire time, I wasn't sure if it was us hanging out or if it was like a date. And first I was kind of questioning it. I'm like, is it? Could it be? It might be. I don't really know. And then just like when we started holding hands and going circling around together, like my mind was blown. I could not think. Like my entire body was jelly, and dear God of Almighty, I could not. I'm still not comprehending this correctly. Like, I'm just like, duh. So, for whatever reason that I don't really remember, the rest of the time was really fun. Like, just ice skating. It was a bunch of holding hands and stuff. She said, she told me on this hangout that she did not want to go out. Like, she had a boyfriend, wait, no, that was before. She had just gotten out of relationship. At this point in time, she had just gotten out of relationship. She had a boyfriend, but they had just broken up, and she wasn't looking for any type of relationship, and for whatever reason, she thought kissing was gross. And, yeah. So I just took all those as hints that she's friend-zoning you, bro, and just kind of went with it and had fun. But afterwards, we said our goodbyes, and we talked sometimes, but because of our busy schedules and her not having a phone that she likes to use very often, even though that's the same case with me, we didn't really hang out that much after that. Like, we would talk a lot over Skype or over Facebook or during school and stuff like that, but it was pretty much not really talking a lot. And as of late, she has gotten back into contact with me and has started talking to me more and more and talking to me about relationships and stuff, and I'm like, these are mixed signals, like extremely, extremely mixed signals. I don't understand why a guy has to be the one to ask out a girl. Because, I mean, girls send the most extreme mixed signals that I know of. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of guys out there who do that too. But in my period of existence, like, there are the signals that are so mixed that I just, like, I can be texting a girl, and they'll be like, man, I wish I had a boyfriend like you. Hey, want to go out? No. I only like you as a friend. Well then, I don't know why you would want a boyfriend like me, but you don't want a boyfriend like me. So, that doesn't even make sense in my mind. That doesn't even make sense coming out of my mouth. Like, that's just an example, and that actually did happen to me 2 times, I believe. 2 times. 2 times. But yeah, that's just another date corner with Infinity. Because, yeah.